Hello everyone, we're Mary Janet and Tom from Ensemble Hesperi and we are 2021 CMF artists. We've put together a really, I think, exciting Spotify Takeover playlist for you, in collaboration of course with our colleagues Magda and Florence. Tom, tell us a little bit about some of the tracks you've chosen.
Yeah, okay, sure. I think one of my tracks starts off with a wonderful 16th century motet by Josquin de Prez. It's a 24-part piece.
No, it's amazing.
And it's in canon basically. So it's one of those pieces where the compositional craft is really amazing, but you kind of don't really notice it after a while. It's got this really kind of mesmerising quality. And then one of our fellow CMF artists, actually Helen Charleston, from her prize-winning disc, A Wonderful Madrigal by Strozzi. And then also a bit of harpsichord music in there, a bird fantasia for harpsichord played by Bertrand Couilly. What about you?
Well, I mean, I've chosen quite a whole lot of some classical, some not.
Mm-hmm.
So some of my more classical choices. I've got some Respighi, Pines of Rome.
Fantastic.
Some of this absolutely wonderful programmatic music that I love secretly. Some Rameau by another CMF artist, Helena Ricci, harpist. She's fantastic. So I chose that. Also another piece of Rameau, and this is a bit more unusual. It's actually recorded by my father on the Aberdeen Carillon, and it's well worth a listen. Very different sound. Very different sound, although equally unusual. What else? A little bit of some of my more, I guess, pop or indie kind of choices. And my favourite artist in the world, Fife Dangerfield, recently, during the pandemic, in fact, I recorded a 12-part series called Birdwatcher, which takes sort of influences from all over the place, and it's absolutely fantastic. So a track from that album as well. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Anything else?
Well, we've got quite a lot of things. We're ending with some Handel, aren't we?
Oh yes, of course.
Which was from our programme we performed at the Wallace Collection with CMF. Got a couple of our Ensemble Hesperi pieces in there. Yeah,
a couple of sort of old favourites. A piece of Castello. We really enjoy playing Castello as an ensemble. A couple of tracks from our CD, full of the Highland humours.
Anna Bonn as well.
Oh yes, of course.
Wonderful female 18th century composer who was played.
So just, I mean, really a lot there. And Magda's and Florence's choices are just fantastic as well.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy it.
My name is Magdalena and I play violin with 2021 CMF artists Ensemble Hesperi. For this Spotify takeover, I've chosen Brahms's G major sextet, and it's this recording by Lake Budelli which really inspired me to explore more of the classical and romantic repertoire on gut strings. I've also chosen the Danish String Quartet's Woodworks album, and this album is basically the soundtrack to my kitchen. I listen to it when I'm cooking, when I'm washing up. I love the melodies and the arrangements that they've made, and I also find it inspiring that a string quartet at the top of their game is also interested in this kind of folk music. And finally, a track with 4 incredible musicians, with Stuart Duncan, Edgar Meyer, Yo-Yo Ma and Chris Thiele. I went to see Chris Thiele live at the South Bank Centre quite recently, and I was completely blown away not only by his amazing playing, which is very virtuosic, but also by his showmanship and his energy and his passion for the music.
Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Florence and I'm the cellist of Ensemble Hesperi, CMF Artists 2021. I would like to talk to you about the playlist from today. My first choice is of course J.S. Bach and the St. John Passion in particular. The aria is Est ist vollbracht, which is a gamba aria. The sound of the instrument is beautiful and it drives us right down to a very, very small area, a very small world at this point after lots and lots of emotions before. The next piece is Rachmaninoff's Cello Sonata, and especially the third movement, which is passionate and soul-stirring and nostalgic at the same time. I would recommend, as well as the recording that you've got, another recording by a cellist called Edgar Moreau, who is a French cellist. Beautiful, beautiful. Next, Schubert's Lieders. That's a diverse, inventive, creative they're really miniature worlds, and I love when they're being sung by Fischer Dieskau. He's so clear. It's really, he creates every time a very specific world, and it's very interesting. Then a bit of jazz, because I love jazz, and the pianist Ben Pattison and the singer Samara Joy. Of course, in jazz you improvise, and it's really interesting to see the interaction that they've got together. They play so well together, and I love his touch as well, and I love his effortless playing, which is really inspiring. And last, to finish that list, Django Reinhardt, who is so incredible for playing with just 2 fingers on his left hand. There's no excuse for any of us who've got all their fingers, really. And his music is jolly and really inspiring, and just happy music, which is always good for when we feel a bit down. I hope you enjoy. Bye.